tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time, you're delirious, mysterious, because you are behind a fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I wake up every minute with a fever dreams. I push a mind to a limit where it needs to feed. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loxy. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. So until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
What up? Let me get my microphone over here. What up, guys? Hello. How y'all doing on this fine Saturday? Let's see who's in here. Let's see. Y'all ready for some aliens? Shit. Oh, welcome to the hippie hut, Sasha. Welcome, baby.
Welcome to the hippie hut, man. Let's vibe.
Thank you, babe. All right, let's see. Julie, Natalie, Grain. Mother clucking. Hit that like, baby. Can y'all hear me okay? Grain said she's been a pecker today. Steph. Oh, BM. I'm sure she's just running around being busy. Texas Tiffany. Hello, Heather. True Texan. Grandma. Hello. Boston. What up? Enjoy your stream, dude. Hey, Beachy, Tazzy, Dragonfly, T Scooby. Okay, that's a lot of people There's only 72, but it's a long list. Willows, just Samantha, fit and curvy, sleuth and tater tot. What up, guys? What up? Y'all ready to get into some aliens? I seen Icked Mail cover this, and I was like, what? There's a new one? What? Let me look into this. Let me pull my stuff up. I'm going to go. We're going to watch the body cam first. Let me pull it up and pause it. And then I've got a video uploading to YouTube, so my shit's being slow. What's going on? Okay, hold on. Pause. Okay, pause that shit. Hey, Kaden. Hold on, guys. They need water, so take a jug of water with you. Oh. Okay, stop being moody. Come on, Soph. Come in here with me. Come on. Come on in. Come on in. I think my cat got a hold of a bird because I found a big old black bird feather today. Hey, Rebel. Oh, Krug's wifey, what up? Welcome to the hippie hut, mate.
Welcome to the hippie hut.
Glad to have you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. All right. I know. I also, before we start this, seen that Laura is live and she is mad as fuck, man. She's calling all of us cows, and I wasn't even over there. And you got Crystal Langford, old stalking ass bitch, in the comments bringing me up, and I wasn't even in on it. She is crazy, y'all. Crystal, get help, bitch. Get help, girl. That ain't normal. All right. So, supposedly, there was some alien activity in Las Vegas. Do y'all believe in aliens? First off, how do I put a fucking poll up during the live stream? Let me see if I can figure it out. I know I've tried to figure this out 100 times. Create a text poll. Now, will that put it? Will that put it on my live stream though? Hey, Ellie. Let's see what it does. Yes. They. Okay, let me see. How can I? What does that mean? No, I don't want to set expiration. I want to put it on live. Sophie, I'd prefer you not to go out right now. Damn it. Let's see. So if I post this, will it go on my live, or is it just going to go as a community post? Because I feel like it's just going to go as a community post. Okay, fuck that. Okay, let me go to my live. Your channel. Live. Hey, mama. I ain't seen Dad in here yet. Okay. How do I do chat filter, community moderation? No. Okay, it's not going to let me do it. I'm going to have to get Queen to teach me how to put up a damn poll on my live. Because this is stupid. Y'all make sure to hit that thumbs up for your girl before we start. We're about to go now. Let's see. Share screen. Let's do the body cam footage first. Let me hide this comment. Ready? Let's get it.
They said they saw something fall from the sky. They checked their backyard and they saw something with like 8 to 9 feet, no clothes, green-colored men, not human, with like the eyes were glowing and they did not. It was not a human being. So. Did you see it?
Huh?
Did you see it?
Yeah, me and him saw it.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
Because I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or?
They see like a big.
Hold on. This dude's in his. They're all in PJs. Bless them.
That's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
Can we go outside?
And I have a big yard in the back. You can see.
I see a cat over there.
No, please, can you check because this people is not gonna let me sleep tonight.
Oh yeah, that.
Do you have cameras?
One camera, but it's not the company. I'm gonna take the camera.
Fernando is the only one who can see the camera.
Did you see it? No. I'm kind of curious now. I want to know if there's aliens.
I was with the iPhone. I said, let me. I want to
Record something.
Where did they go?
Well, they say that. I'm gonna show you.
You have a dirt backyard. Can you show me if there's a?
Y'all don't believe in aliens? Hold on. Let me call my dog. Sophie. Oh, you're in the chair. Never mind. I see you. Y'all don't believe in aliens? All right. Give me a 1 for your believer, a 2 for hell no, y'all are cray cray. Let's see it. A lot of believers. Brandy said nope. Brad said maybe. Jenny said nope. Texas Angel said kinda. Kinda, sorta. You rang said kinda, sorta. I can't with y'all. Oh, I'm on the fence. I think we have aliens, but I don't think they're coming for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, people like to make it seem like they're only seen over military bases or around military bases, and it's because they're trying to keep an eye on us. I think they come in peace. Oh, E.T. was gross. I hope aliens do not look like E.T. I love aliens. I believe in them 100%. All right, let's keep it going.
And I'm sorry, did you see them go anywhere? No, you didn't. Did they probably go that way? Hey, did you guys? Hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky? Yeah.
That does sound like a dumb question, but it's a legit question.
We got a call, and one of my partners actually said that they saw it too. So, if you happen to see any, like, I'm not BSing you. If you see
Video
any,
footage?
no, like if you see any, like, little, well, not little in this case. They're
streets
claiming
down that way.
8 to 9 foot tall green beings that were in their backyard. Sounds crazy, but you never know. These are
You
your
never
neighbors, your fine neighbors
know.
over here.
You never know. Ain't that the damn truth?
But again, I would normally discount it as probably not
These
real.
neighbors right here?
Yes. I would normally discount it as nothing. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, only reason I'm actually investigating it further. So if you guys see anything,
see, to me, that says all I need to know. That's two people seeing the same thing at the same time.
especially in your backyard, please call 911. We'll come over, okay? It might, and we're hoping that it's maybe just some kids pranking or doing something stupid. They said they saw some fall from the sky. They checked their backyard and they saw something with like 8 to 9 feet, no clothes, green colored men, not human, with like the eyes were glowing and they did not. It was not a human being. So yeah, just, what's up? Yeah, there's multiple people in this home, so we already checked. Huh? More than one. So if you see anything, just give us a call, okay? Hope you have a good night. Take care.
Absolutely, Mercury.
I got it. I want pretty much just tired in area.
No, I don't think they were tripping on shrooms because it was reported by different people. These people that he's talking to are the ones that, am I unmuted? Yeah. Okay. These people that he's talking to are the ones that seen the aliens in their backyard. But there are several other callers who seen something, a ball of light kind of hit the ground.
Wait, bro, why am I the only one who's like, okay, weird? This is not the hard part. I saw something at the same exact time. I put it one back. I put it on my feet. I put it one.
Your neighbor's still going around looking, so.
Yeah.
Did you guys have, I'm sorry, no surveillance,
I'm
no
pretty
video?
sure it's this kid
The cameras don't belong
that called.
The one of the posts.
The landlord got a camera on the post here, over here.
Welcome to everybody coming in.
Yeah, the landlord has this. We don't have access to it. But
Oh, okay.
someone else has access to it. Yeah, I said we'll ATL
Make sure you hit that like for your girl.
area and we'll be around here for the night. I'm going to the hotel, man. Yeah. I don't blame you. All right.
He said, I'm going to a hotel. Oh. I don't know why I find that's hilarious. He said, fuck all this.
Hey, man. We appreciate you calling. Give us a call if you see
I wanted to
anything
find some aliens.
else.
Well, hey, if those 9 foot beings come back into your backyard, you call the police and we'll come back here. Okay?
If those
Yeah.
things come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
Listen, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like them police officers are being 100% honest. That they don't want to fuck around with no aliens. They don't want to fuck around. Oh, no. Let me rewind that. They don't want to cluck around and find out. And I feel like that's the vibe. That they ain't trying to mess with these aliens. I'm telling y'all. comes the men in black.
I'll try by and wave at you guys. You're on your own, bro.
All right, take care, guys. Have a good one. All right, so let's just regroup over here, okay?
Keep going around and around.
Marshall. I told my neighbor what we saw. He's like, no way. He's like, get the security cameras. I gotta see.
Yeah.
I don't know. He told me enough, police.
They're blocking the garage.
After that, she saw.
Yeah, we were on a call by the Target right down there, in the Bonds, and she saw what she thought was a shooting star fly in the sky. She saw something.
My son
Well,
is
I believe in these things.
I don't believe, but Mom,
You
I
see
swear
the
on God,
officer-
so we're not putting God in
Call her,
this,
hey, I see a big light
But I
now.
don't see it.
Well, I'm not. I mean, I believe stuff. I don't know, but listening to their stories, like I'm back there with like chills on my arms.
Grandma.
Like it's creepy.
You guys got the chills?
Yeah, it's weird, bro.
Why am I the only one who's like, okay?
It's weird. Just the fact that our partner saw something at the same exact time.
It's
weird.
That is
Neighbor's
weird.
still going around looking. So, don't
Yeah.
did you guys have? I'm sorry, no surveillance, no video.
The cameras don't belong to us.
So that's from the company camera. So on the post, one of the posts.
Yeah, there's one back there, but doesn't.
Got a camera on the post here. Over here, I'll show you.
No, they don't see it. They see it.
Yeah, the landlord has it, so they don't have access to it, but someone else has access to it. So yeah, like I said we'll ATL the area, and we'll be around here for the night.
I'm
So
going to the hotel, man.
yeah, I don't blame you.
We're
All
gonna
right,
play.
man. We appreciate you calling. Give us a call if you see anything else, okay?
We're gonna play that next.
I know, legit, bro. No, hey, if those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that. I'll drive by and wave at you guys. You're on your own, bro.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Yeah.
So I wonder where the video is of them walking in the backyard. I couldn't find it, but they blurred out the backyard where the kid said he seen the alien, and they said it was for privacy reasons to protect the homeowners. But the homeowners were totally fine letting them film, so I don't understand.
I don't know. No, that's not a fun. I will be hiding because that's the size of a shooting.
I'm gonna tell you. Okay, that's pretty much it on that one. I'm gonna tell you what happened. What happened is them cops went back there and they seen some shit, right? Like, I don't know, some giggly goop or gobbledygook, or I don't know if aliens are slimy, but they went back there and they seen something, and they pulled out their Men in Black little thing and washed out the memories. Okay, hold on. Okay, Helen, be safe. Here comes Men in Black. All right, so this is the interview of the kid.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. This is my first video. I'm here to tell you what happened to me on May 1st, 2023. I'm going to try to explain the best of my abilities. This is not a conspiracy theory. I'm not making this story out for clout or fame. I just want to tell you what happened to me and my family.
Okay.
And I know some people are not going to believe this, but
it seems like he's got like a script of what he's wanting to say on like another device, and he's checking it as he goes.
each person is different. So this is what happened to me. Keep in mind, this is midnight and I'm fixing a truck in my backyard. At this point, I'm only with my brother and I hear something fall from the sky.
Yeah, he's scrolling it.
I turn around. The only thing I see is a big light falling from the sky. And moments after, I feel a big impact and a bang, sort of like a big impact fall. And me and my brother looked at each other and we were scared. But the but when that impact happened, it was sort of like a shockwave, like an out of body experience. So to say, when I tried to look at the object, it was all blurry, not my vision, but only the backyard area. And I hear thousands of footsteps around me, and maybe a couple seconds later, the blurriness was gone. And here's the footage of the body, the police officer's body cam, and here's the object I'm referring to, the light. Video.
Right there.
Here's a ring camera video. You can hear the bang. This is around the neighborhood. So here's the video.
Excuse me. Hey, Rody gal. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, this is his only video on it, Sally. I don't know. I don't think aliens would teleport. I think they still use their little flying saucers. Probably email grain. I want to see the redacted video too. Oh, I made a video about Dolly. We'll play it if we need to after this. It's uploading now. I mean, that's kind of unexplainable.
So when that happened, the only thing I can see in the backyard is a tall creature, probably around 8-10 feet tall, very thin. So I called my dad. He went to the backyard.
That makes me feel a little better because that means that they do not look like E.T.
And he saw the same thing, the same creature I saw. He told me to go inside the house. At this point, we all freaking out, me and my family. And here's the video where we were in the backyard area. You cannot see it too good, but on camera, but it's there. Here's the video.
¡Ay! ¡Profesor! Carmen Garela, me cancel el bar eso.
Oh, shit. What now?
On camera, but it's there. Here's the video.
Do y'all see anything? Am I just blind? I see the truck. Hold on. Huh.
It's there. Here's the video.
I don't see nothing. I know this is the truck right here. There's something above the truck and something over here. I can't tell what it is though, but look at them. They're like terrified. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't fake the funk, man. They was like, the fuck out of here.
But on camera, but it's there. Here's the video.
¡Ay! ¡Profesor! Carmen Garela, me cancel el bar eso. Kylo, quiero que chile.
Does anybody know Spanish? What is she saying? Yeah, this is the guy from the body cam. God, I hate summertime. Does anybody know Spanish? Hello. I don't know. That's what he said. He said it's hard to see it, but here's a video. Mama, you don't know Spanish. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Let's see. When did he load this? Let me look. He uploaded this 2 days ago, and it happened May 1st. And the cop's body cam footage, I think, was just released too.
Kylo Cherro.
Oh, hold on. I don't see nothing. There's something right there. I don't know what that is, though.
Kylo Cherro.
Moments after the video, me and my brother went to go pick up my tools. Then my brother calls me, and he told me shakingly, "Look behind the forklift." So I look.
Look behind the forklift.
Keep in mind, I'm facing the forklift, and then I see the alien creature. So when I saw it, it was a tall, skinny, lengthy creature. He was a gray, greenish color, and when I looked at it in the eyes, my body just froze. Like the same experience as having sleep paralysis. Keep in mind, I'm staring at him, and I look at his whole body, and he has a weird-looking feet and a big face, and eyes, and you can
Weird looking feet, a big
see a
face,
big mouth.
eyes, and a big mouth. That sounds so scary.
And I could hear his loud, deep breathing, and I could see his stomach moving. He
Oh.
would just stare at me. Seconds later, I could start moving again.
What do y'all think? Do y'all think this kid's full of shit or what? Yeah, 8 to 10 foot alien, absolutely burden. That's exactly what we're. You think so, Brad?
And
Well, they called 911 too.
start running towards the house. That's when I call 911, and here's the 911 call.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
So there's two of them.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually we're terrified of it.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us.
They look like aliens to us.
Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it, and big mouth.
Big eyes and big mouth. Okay. We know aliens got big eyes, but I've never thought about them having big mouths. That's kind of scary. Ellie, so you think it's fake? Yeah, out of Vegas, yeah.
They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
Okay.
That dispatcher was like, these dudes is tripping.
I'm waiting for the police to come, and you could hear footsteps in the backyard area, and a loud whispering, like you could hear whisperings. We were in the living room area. And you could hear footsteps on the roof. So we waited a little bit for the police. When they arrived, they told me I told them what I saw, and
that sounds a little bit like Signs, don't it? Isn't that the movie where the alien? Yeah, because they got on the roof and you could hear them walking on the roof, and they were hiding in like this little basement thing.
they were kind of freaked out. Here's the body cam of the officer.
Now, it's more than an hour after that bright light. Officers meeting up with the caller and his family.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or
They see like a big. That's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
What I saw right now, I do believe in it.
Police walk into the backyard to investigate, but Metro.
So they went in the backyard, and one of the officers pointed at the floor, and it was a perfect circle. Here's a photo of the circle I'm referring to. Keep in mind, 2 officers came in my house, and one of them started running to his car, driving around the neighborhood, asking passing cars if they saw a light.
What's clear, they're taking this call seriously.
Hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky?
Asking others what they saw.
I would normally discount it as nothing. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, only reason I'm actually investigating it further.
Goosebumps and freaking out. He started investigating that he told me his partner, she saw a light falling from the sky. He told me he believes me because her partner reported that she saw the same light as me. Now we're walking the front yard. Then the other officer came here. Here's a video of him talking to my family.
If those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
So, moments before they left, one of the officers told me, if I see the thing again, to don't call him, just shoot him. And you can hear in the video. Here's the video.
If those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
So they left, and we went inside the house, and we started praying. As we're praying, you can hear a loud human-like scream in the backyard. This is what happened to me on May 1st, 2023. I hope you guys kind of understand what happened to me.
What do you think? There was something I watched not too long ago. And it was like a dad and son that swore up and down that they had been taken, like, what is it called? They had been abducted by aliens and probed, like, and you could see like the interview. They went to the police station and they were in an interview room, and so that, you know, of course the video's playing and they're just talking to each other about it, and it seems so real. I don't know if they would be bullshitting, but it was not no cats mating. I'm undecided too, Peggy. I think that aliens exist. Was this an alien encounter? I'm not sure. So then we've got Joe Rogan. He did an interview, I think, with the Whistleblower. So we'll watch that really quick.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Well, that's why it's so weird when like this UFO disclosure thing comes out. This guy,
didn't it just come out today?
Yes,
the whistleblower.
Yeah, this gentleman, David Grush, and David Grush. Let's find out who he is and what his credentials were. But he essentially said that they are illegally hiding it from Congress, and they are illegally hiding it from the American people. But they have off-world craft in possession.
Who's the they in that?
It's somewhere. Well, it's in the things they're saying is, here, let's read it. Air Force veteran has made a bombshell claim that U.S. government has recovered materials that could be proof of UFOs, including an intact craft of non-human origin, but they are keeping it a secret from the public. David Charles Grush, a veteran and former member of the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency and National Reconnaissance Office, has blown the whistle on this information, speaking with several news outlets about the crafts. These are retrieving non-human origin technical vehicles. Call it a spacecraft, if you will, non-human exotic origin vehicles that have either landed or crashed, Mr. Grush told News Nation. Mr. Grush served as senior technical advisor for the unidentified aerial phenomenon analysis with top secret compartmented information clearance, according to the debrief. He also served as a senior intelligence officer in the National Reconnaissance Office. In total, he has 14 years of experience serving as an intelligence officer. So here's the question. Is that a psyop? Is this, we've got a non-human craft?
I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with Joe Rogan, guys.
A psyop. Like if I was the government and I was working on some shit and I didn't want China or Russia to know about it, and we could do some wild shit, some anti-gravity shit. I thought it was totally nuts. And I thought at first I was being deceived, but it was a ruse, Mr. Grush told News Nation. People started to confide in me, approach me. I have plenty of senior former intelligence officers that came to me, many of which I knew almost my whole career, that confided in me that they were part of a program. He told the debrief that he's prepared many briefs on UFOs for Congress, but last year decided to provide hours of classified information and data about the materials recovery program. Mr. Grush claims the materials recovery program was shielded from proper congressional oversight. So this is what Bob Lazar has been saying forever. This guy's
Yes.
saying that it was going on for 80 years.
Yes, and I believe everything Bob Lazar says. I really do.
So like this brings us back to the 1940s. I mean, this means like Roswell. This is what they were talking about when all the people that were at Roswell, that were at the actual crash site and the actual claim they saw bodies. And then there was 2 different aircrafts that were flown in to Roswell, New Mexico, and took the wreckage and flew it in 2 different aircrafts in case one of them crashed, supposedly. And they flew them to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. This has all been documented. Now, if that was a balloon, it was just a balloon, why would they go through such lengths? And why there's so many people that have so many stories about Roswell? Why there's so many hokey, goofy fucking explanations of what happened, including it was a parachute, and there was human dummies, like crash test dummies that were involved. There were crash testing things, like not according to the people that were there. What they saw was materials that could not be explained, insanely light. You would crumple it and it would immediately flex back to the stage that was out there. And they found things that had some sort of writing that resembled hieroglyphs. They don't, I mean, these people, they could have all been full of shit. It could have been just some story. Something happened and everybody told everybody, and you're playing a game of telephone, and next thing you know, it's this wild story of bodies and little tiny caskets and and people being silenced. But the problem is the story is very universal. When they're all telling the story, it's real similar, man. It's a real, and the guy who was a part of the initial release, he went public afterwards and said that stuff that we showed the American public when they were sitting there. I forget the gentleman's name, but he was showing like a piece of a weather balloon, and they had this smile on their face. And this is one day after I think it was a Roswell Daily Record.
Rogan, I ain't got nothing to say to no, fuck it. We'll go to comments. Don't strike me, bruh. I just came to your show not long ago. Don't strike me. I put money in your mudda clucking pocket. Mm-hmm. The government has admitted that they exist, but they're not releasing anything outside of that. I've got Rogan fever too. Ooh. I have burden of proof. Who loves the devil? Joe Rogan don't love the devil. He's an atheist, which means he doesn't believe in anything. Which is fine by me because I'm still getting to heaven, whatever. Do you, boo? I love Rogan. And you could tell he's so stoned right here. And he microdoses. So there's that.
They had the front page of the newspaper. The government has recovered a crashed UFO.
I mean, I don't know how big the universe is. I've heard it's hard to quantify in size.
Yeah, that's it right there.
I mean, what do you think the odds are in all of the universe that we are alone?
It's not good. If it is, it's wild. If it's just us, it's wow. What a weird fucking aberration.
Well, let's assume it's not us. So for a species, I mean, we can look at where we are at. We can make it to kind of the moon before we start fucking up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Elon can get us to Mars, maybe not. So let's assume that a species that was able to come, like,
did we ever really go to the moon? Did we ever really do that?
Check us out, is probably more advanced, probably more intelligent. I think they would run for the fucking hills.
Why?
Because we are idiots.
Yeah.
And I think anybody who viewed humanity from a long enough, more objective lens would say, maybe we can just leave this trash planet alone for a little bit and we'll come back after either they have killed themselves again and regrown into something better, or when they come and visit us.
And he's the
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, if we have aliens, they come in peace. They're just checking out what the hell we've got going on because they are so much further ahead of us. I would think the same thing too. I'd be like, these clucking sorry humans.
Guys, like, he's ended his career to come out and talk about this stuff because he's like this is nuts. Like, this is, and if you're a real patriot, that's probably the thing you do. And apparently, according to Sagar, he was talking about breaking points. The New York Times rejected this. The Washington Post rejected this. They didn't want to talk about it. This is the gentleman. So let's play this.
These are retrieving non-human origin technical vehicles. Call it spacecraft if you will. It's probably not the right parlance, but no kidding, non-human, exotic origin vehicles that have either landed or crashed.
We have spacecraft from another species.
We do, yeah. How many? Quite a number.
That's it. Where's the whole interview?
That's
See
what
if you
we're
find- is that
watching.
something you have to sign?
Hold up, Joe. You're fucking up my live stream. That's what we're watching next, and you're already showing it. I'm gonna need you to bail out. Abort.
News Nation. Meanwhile, that might be a 100% government-controlled organization that just promotes propaganda. And that guy's working for them. You got to think about all these things.
I know.
Absolutely.
Who are these folks?
Cuomo ended up.
Oh,
Mm.
interesting. He's their fucking centerpiece. Look at that.
Yes, he is.
He looks a little tanner than usual.
He does look.
Can we save
tanner.
ourselves from ourselves, Joe? To go back to the humanity sliding towards the brink?
It's possible.
Oh, here's the 10-minute interview.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, no, we're not gonna watch the 10-minute interview because they didn't watch the whole 10-minute interview. That's the problem. They only watched like 5 minutes.
Going. What else does it say?
The entire American
U.S. populace, which
first time is saying have bodies.
Hold on, guys.
Or an agent.
Well, to unpack that a little bit, so there are
people to wrap their minds around the concept.
I don't know, man.
He might be full of shit.
Well, I'm fascinated.
He might be a government agent.
Well, to unpack that a little bit, so there are.
He
I
might
can only speak
be
from a military perspective. So he was in the Air Force. There are programs, they're covered programs, or there are programs that you're not going to get read into. And just because you're read into one program doesn't mean you're going to get read into other ones. So his clearance, TSSCI, is not an uncommon one. It's the same clearance that I held that I was in. Having a clearance, there's two things, right? You have to have the clearance, and then you have to have the need to know. So you could view him saying we were not read into another program as something that would be conspiratorial, or you could view it as like one program didn't necessarily have something to do with the other one, so there's no need to actually read them in. I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm fascinated to understand. It sounds like what he is saying is that the United States military is nesting that program, the program to go recover. And I would be fascinated to know how they are doing that invisibly.
Same.
I mean, we're talking aircraft, we're talking identification early on, aircraft moving teams, and this, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of shit.
Right.
I'm not saying it's impossible.
But there are people that are coming forward, so it's not like
Sure.
they're totally being quiet, which is sort of
They're
in
coming
line
forward with a
human
piece.
nature.
They're coming forward with a piece
Look
of the
how
pie.
stoned
I'd be
he
fascinated
is.
how all the pieces of the pie fed together. I'm not saying what he's saying isn't true, but watching that actually, for me, with my limited understanding of some of the stuff he was talking about, I have more questions that I would want to ask him.
Yeah, I would want to ask him too.
So get him on your podcast.
Gotta get him on here.
I bet he would come.
Yeah.
He's gonna go on fucking
Get him on the podcast.
I feel like
whatever
though,
the hell it is.
I feel
News
like
Nation.
He went on a tour. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't he contact us?
I think you might get more circular answers.
Maybe he did.
Probably asked me a question.
You might get more.
Ooh, maybe I asked too many questions. Maybe the word I get.
You ask good questions though. Is he still in? I might not even matter. I don't even know if they probably allow weed in the current military. You might get more circular answers than specific ones. If you look at the answers that he was giving, and again, I'm not trying to discount what he's saying. And I personally, like I've said many times, I think it's improbable that we're alone. He was speaking in generalities and not specifics. He was talking about other people's experiences, less his own.
Yes, that's a good point. And that's my question would be, what have you seen?
Yeah.
What have you seen physically with your own eyes?
Yeah.
What have you touched? What do you know for a fact?
And again, I'm not saying he hasn't had those experiences, but I would ask those same questions as well. And it's just from my understanding of how the military will compartmentalize, as all organizations who actually want to keep information, or at least delay the release of information. Compartmentalization is not a novel concept.
Well, that's what Bob Lazar said was the problem with the back engineering program. He said that science can't exist like that in a vacuum. And the propulsion experts were not allowed to talk to the metallurgists. The metallurgy experts were not allowed to talk to the biology experts. He said if they really did have physical bodies, the people that were working on the propulsion system had no knowledge of that. Weren't allowed to talk about it. But there was all chatter. Everyone would talk about things. And apparently there was some sort of a debriefing they gave them. And in that debriefing, he said it was so nuts. He said, first of all, they said they've been coming here forever. And they also said that we're a product of accelerated evolution, which is wild as fuck.
We're a product of accelerated evolution. I have seen the Bob Lazar debriefing video of the alien. I don't know if it's real or not, or if it's somebody made it up. That's why I didn't pull it up to play today. But that's what he's talking about right here.
Yeah, that human beings in general, why we are so different from all the other primates. I mean, that's always been the fucking conspiracy theory folklore. That's the fun one, is that they came down. That's the Anunnaki that came down here and messed around with lower primate DNA and did something to it to create a human being.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for that.
Yeah,
that would make everything fun. And then I would think
I don't
that
think
the
that's how
government.
it worked. I don't think that's how it worked. I think God put aliens in the universe, us in the universe. I think he put dinosaurs in the universe. I think that God has these little playgrounds that I know that sounds wild, but because I'm a believer in God, that's what I believe.
Would want stuff like this to come out if they're in the middle of like stealing money or doing something really wild.
Oh, the classic misdirection.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, if you're going to take something that gets rid of a certain amendment, or you're going to do something that allows you to infringe on rights or to impose some new sort of restrictions and
bring the aliens out.
Yeah, bring the aliens out.
Yeah. Bring the aliens out. Absolutely. Bye, Brad. Thanks for being here. Oh, red dress, it's okay. That's just the way I see it, you know? Okay, let's see. Let's speed this one up.
Bombshell claims from a military whistleblower. UFO wreckage recovered by the U.S. kept classified by a secret government program for decades. Tonight, a world television exclusive you will only see on News Nation. Welcome to Elizabeth Vargas Reports, earning your trust every night. UFOs
Love you,
exist.
Brad.
The U.S. government found quite a number of them, and they are indeed of non-human origin. Those are the explosive allegations from a former intelligence officer tonight in a whistleblower complaint that the Inspector General is taking very seriously. 36-year-old Air Force veteran David Grush is exposing what he calls a top-secret military program that has reportedly found wreckage of fully intact UFOs.
He's going to get killed.
The government now calls them UAPs, or unidentified anomalous phenomena. For years, there have been whispers and rumors that the government had aircraft of non-human origin. This report is the first evidence it might be true. The Inspector General has called Grush's complaint urgent and credible. Tonight, we have a world television exclusive.
That's not true. Bob Lazar was the first one to come out and tell us about this aircraft, this UFO, that they wanted him to try to figure out how to build one, and he couldn't because their technology is that advanced.
Interview with the whistleblower in which he claims we not only have the aircraft, but the government has been keeping much of it secret from Congress and from the public. News Nation senior national correspondent Brian Enton is here with the story, and this is a blockbuster.
It is a blockbuster. It's really hard to wrap your mind around.
Hey, Brian. Hey, boy, what you doing?
On this, I've been working on this for the past couple of weeks. I'm still having a hard time processing all of it. Over the last couple of years, it sort of became mainstream to discuss UFOs. The government has released videos. They've acknowledged that we don't know what some of this stuff is out there that we have on camera, but this really takes it all to another level. For the very first time, the world is about to hear from a former high-level U.S. intelligence officer who says the government has some of the unidentified craft in its possession. He is revealing these exclusive details about the secret government program.
We're going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots west. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow.
We have all seen these blurry videos of unidentified flying objects, video evidence, if you will, that old tales of UFOs may not all be conspiracy theories. In recent years, Congress starting an official U.S. government Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force, recently renamed the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, or AARO. And now in a News Nation...
Here comes the Men in Black.
Exclusive, David Grush, an Air Force veteran, former member of that task force, and veteran of the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, is formally blowing the whistle on secrets he says no one has ever shared publicly before.
Blow the whistle. Toot, toot. Blow the whistle. Toot, toot.
You are one of the most trusted former intelligence officials in the U.S. Defense and Intelligence Establishment.
Yes, I was.
You were trusted with the most intimate secrets.
Yes.
Grush sitting down with award-winning investigative journalist Ross Coulthart, who's reporting for News Nation and has spent years reporting on the UFO question.
What conclusion did you come to at the end of your time on the UAP task force?
The UAP task force was refused access to a broad crash retrieval program.
What just happened? Did Steph B. Thank you, baby. Thank
Welcome
you,
to
love.
the Hippie Hut 9. Let's buy.
Welcome to all the new members. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank Steph B for your membership if you're in here. If you're hiding in the bushes, you won't know until later. Thank you, Steph. You're so gracious. I love you, babe. All right.
When you say crash retrieval, what do you mean?
These are retrieving non-human origin technical vehicles, call it spacecraft if you will, non-human, exotic origin vehicles that have either landed or crashed.
We have spacecraft from another species.
We do, yeah.
Yeah. We've had one. I don't know how many, but I know we've had one.
Quite a number.
You're kidding.
No.
Oh, wow.
I thought it was totally nuts, and I thought at first I was being deceived. It was a ruse. People started confiding in me. They approached me. I have plenty of current former senior intelligence officers that came to me, many of which I knew almost my whole career, that confided in me. They were a part of a program. They named the program. I've never heard of it. And they told me, based on their oral testimony, and they provided me documents and other proof, that there was, in fact, a program that the UAP task force was not read into.
Grush alleges the U.S. government has recovered non-human craft for decades. He's filed a whistleblower complaint saying he gave what he calls the classified proof to Congress and the Intelligence Community Inspector General. NewsNation has confirmed David Grush's credentials and resume. We've not seen or verified the alleged proof he says he's provided to investigators. He says he can't show us the proof for national security reasons. He also tells us he's not seen photos of the alleged craft himself, but has talked extensively with other intelligence officials who have.
If you're right, if you're telling us the truth, everyone, the entire American public, has been lied to for decades.
Yeah, there's a sophisticated disinformation campaign targeting the U.S. populace, which is extremely unethical and immoral.
You are saying...
Yes! Blow the whistle. Doot, doot. Blow the whistle. Doot, doot.
To the human race, for the first time, an official intelligence representative at a high level from the US government is saying publicly, we are not alone.
We're definitely not alone. Absolutely, the data points empirically that we're not alone, yeah.
Do we have bodies? Do we have species?
Well, naturally, when you recover something that's either landed or crashed, sometimes you encounter dead pilots. And believe it or not, as fantastical as that sounds, it's true.
It's also harder for people to wrap their minds around the concept of a crashed object from somewhere else. It's easier to accept that, yeah, we see things in the sky that we can't explain.
Journalist Leslie Kane broke Grush's whistleblower story this morning in the debrief. Ms. Kane's career has been mainstream and credible, having written a series of reports on UFOs in the New York Times dating back to 2017. He has the credentials, but there's no documents that he's handed over. There's no pictures. And as a journalist, you want to see documents, you want to see pictures. Does that raise a red flag?
Not at all, Brian. I mean, you mean documents that actually describe the craft?
Correct, yeah, like documents to be able to see it for ourselves.
Of course, don't we all want that? And the problem with that is all of that information is classified. You know, as we said in the story, everything that Grush told Congress and told the Inspector General of both the IC, the Intelligence Community Inspector General, and the Department of Defense.
Look, Mama said, blow the whistle.
Inspector General, all of that information is classified.
In 2017, Kane reported exclusively in the New York Times that the Pentagon had a secret UFO program. 3 years later, the Pentagon confirmed her story. Her latest report is even more explosive, but Kane says she has multiple sources who back up Grush's story.
I believe it because of all the sources I have who have told me the same thing. So who am I to doubt these very, very high-level people who have been inside these programs for decades, have done their work, and are all telling me the same thing? I mean, I don't think there's some kind of conspiracy among all these people who don't know each other to make something like this up.
So I've got to be blunt about this. You're not making this up. This is not a lie.
No, absolutely not.
Because everybody watching this right now is looking at your face. They're going, is this guy for real?
I am for real. And I'm sitting here at great personal risk and obvious professional risk by talking to you today.
Yeah, for sure. The government's going to get you, dude.
And just within the last 10 minutes or so, the Pentagon has released a statement to NewsNation.
And look like an alien. Oh,
about this.
Stop it. Stop it, Jones.
They say to date, Arrow has not discovered any verifiable information to substantiate claims that any programs regarding the possession or reverse engineering of extraterrestrial materials have existed in the past or exist currently.
Reverse engineering. That's exactly what Bob Lazar, that's what they were trying to get him to do.
Arrow is committed to following the data and its investigation wherever it leads. Arrow, working with the Office of the General Counsel and the Air Force Office of Special Investigations, has established a safe and secure process for individuals to come forward with information to aid Arrow in its congressionally mandated historical review. Arrow's historical review of records and testimonies is ongoing and due to Congress by June 2024, and Arrow welcomes the opportunity to speak with any former or current employee or contractor who believes they have information relevant to this historical review. And Elizabeth, we know that David Grush, he's filed that whistleblower complaint. He's been on the record, under oath, testifying to many of these things that he said in our report tonight.
Right, and it's important to point out that this statement from the Pentagon, from Arrow, Grush is alleging that this top secret program is keeping the secret from Arrow. So,
yeah, exactly. And if Grush what he's saying is true, the spokespeople, all of those folks at that level wouldn't even know this was going on anyway.
I got to ask you, he has a compelling story to tell. very little of it seems like firsthand knowledge. Isn't he just repeating what somebody else has told him or somebody else has showed him?
Yes, that is what he's doing. But he says he's talked to a number of people who are in very, very high level positions. He also had basically the highest level of classified material information that he was able to receive. We went back and checked over, his history, all of his credentials, check out completely. Unfortunately,
in addition, a couple people have come forward publicly to vouch for him, people who are high ranking.
They have. And this article first came out this morning. And I think it's interesting that, there hasn't been any sort of effort to discredit what he has said either from the Defense Department.
So interesting. So what happens, and have we had any reaction, by the way, from members of Congress who have been taking this seriously in the last couple of years? We've seen congressional hearings. We've seen NASA's hearing just about a week ago on UFOs or UAPs, whatever you prefer to call them. We see the DNI give a briefing to the White House on this. When we've been hearing whispers and rumors for years. I remember even former President Trump, when he was in office, sort of saying, "Oh my gosh, if you knew what I knew about UFOs."
Yeah.
So there's always been this intrigue.
There has. And think about it, Elizabeth. If you go back 15 or 20 years, if we were sitting here talking about UFOs, people would think that we were nutty. Now it's gotten to the level of where it is somewhat accepted because the government has come forward to a certain extent and acknowledged that there are these videos that exist. The Navy has released the videos themselves and said, we're not sure exactly what this is that we're seeing. Of course, what Gresh is saying really just sort of takes it to the next level.
Boy, it sure does. It's almost impossible to believe. All right, Brian.
I agree 100%. I'm sorry, y'all can call me cray cray, but there's been talk and stories for far too long. I believe we do have like a Men in Black type ordeal. And I just don't understand why the government's lying to us. Why lie to us about it? What's the prob? What's the prob? Maybe Mercury, maybe. I just want them to just be completely honest. I don't understand what the deal is.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
I first heard your story decades ago. I told you last night we went out to dinner.
This is Bob Lazar.
I've seen pretty much every interview you've ever given.
Actually, this is Joe Rogan. Duh.
Followed the story incredibly closely. But for people who don't know the story, let's give them the bullet points. You used to work at Area 51. And Area 51.
Look how shiny his head is. Oh my goodness. Joe, cut them upper lights off down, man.
You went like, what?
Well, we want to be accurate.
Okay.
Area S4.
S4. Okay.
It's about 15 miles south of
This is Bob Lazar.
Area 51.
Okay. You worked in how would you describe it?
I guess within the Area 51 compound. You can call that a subset of Area 51.
And you got that job. Before that, you were working.
Before that, I had worked at Los Alamos
National
Labs in New Mexico.
And you were involved in what kind of work?
Nuclear weapon development, physics. I mean, they do everything there.
So how do they approach you to say, hey, Bob, why don't you come on out to the Nevada desert?
Well, the way this went down was, at that time, it was 1982. I put a jet engine in my Honda, and Los Alamos put it on the front page of the paper. Said, Los Alamos man, physicist at the.
Jesus Christ. Could you imagine a jet engine in a Honda? That shit would be flying.
Lab, built this 200 mile an hour, Honda jet car that I drove to work every day. So I was known in Los Alamos, the guy with the weird car, and you could hear it from a mile away. Anyway, the day that came out on the front page of the paper was the day Edward Teller, the father of the hydrogen bomb, was giving a lecture down there at the lab. And we didn't have much going on that day in our group. And I asked if I could go down there. And I went down there early and it turned out leaning a brick wall and reading the front page of the paper. I was the guy at history. So I introduced myself. Hey, I'm the guy you're reading about there. And we talked for a little while and it was cool. Fast years later, I'd moved out to Las Vegas and had, left Los Alamos and went to other things in the scientific community. Left businesses and this sort of thing. So I sent resumes out and one went out to Ed Teller. Back in the day. Anyway, he remembered me and gave me a reference, somebody to contact at EG&G. And that's pretty much how it started.
So you get a phone call or a letter? Like, what do you get?
Well, I got what did I get? I got a letter initially, and went down for an interview probably a couple times, and it was down at EG&G Special Projects, which was at McCarran Airport at that time out in Las Vegas.
And did they give you any sort of job description or what you were applying for?
They said it was for I can't remember exactly what they did. This was a long time ago, but I think it was advanced propulsion or something like that. Something relatively generic. And they said it's in a remote area. You know, it's going to be some days on, some days off. And, you know, it was kind of not exactly a full-time job, but you might have to be out there for 2 weeks at a time and take 2 weeks off. So it was kind of the work schedule would be kind of broken up.
And did this seem attractive to you, or did it seem weird?
No, it really wasn't weird, because people that work at the test site, anybody that's familiar with the area up there, you know, working at the nuclear test site or at the Tonopah test range north of there, that's typically how things go.
So you had known about it from the scientific community? Because Area 51 at that time was
no, they didn't say
still
anything about
classified.
Area 51.
Okay, so
they just said it was in a remote location, and you just know it was up at the test site.
Right.
So, but there was no mention of Area 51 at that time.
So they've done hundreds of nuclear tests in Nevada. That whole area there's giant chunks of Nevada that people.
Yeah, there's a big piece of Nevada, and it's split up into different areas. There's a nuclear test site. There's Area 51. There's the Tonopah test range north of that. There's little sub areas. There's areas where they test chemical weapons and things like that. So it's all broken up as a gigantic test area.
So take me back to first day on the job. You accept the job. They take you out there.
Yeah, it's the first day, really, I didn't really get to see a whole lot. The first day was essentially just paperwork. That's when I flew into Area 51 proper. And I left McCarran Airport and flew what they call the Janet flights. Just, a passenger plane from Las Vegas to Area 51. And it was really just going through a mountain of paperwork that day. From security clearances to, it was like 2 or 3 hours of just solid paperwork. And that was really an uneventful first day.
Here is a link of one of the interviews I watched. It's a 40-minute video, so we're not about to watch that. Let me look. I was looking for the Bob Lazar, the one where he talked about the spacecraft that they were wanting him to make, reverse engineer. Let's see what this one.
I got home from the Comedy Store at like 2, and then I watched some goofy. I've been on this UFO documentary kick.
Watching UFO documentaries?
Yeah, I told you it was David. I started talking about it.
Yeah, we were talking about that. What were you? Did you have something specific that you saw recently?
Yeah,
the documentary.
One of them is Area 51. Bob Lazar and Area 51 and Flying Saucers. It's a documentary on this guy who claimed that he worked on these alien ships in Area 51 in the 1980s.
That gave me chills.
As time's gone on, more of the things that he said have proven to actually be true.
Like what?
Including an element that he talked about, element 115, I think it was called.
Like an organism from outer space?
No, an element, like a man-created element. Like this carbon.
Right.
Yeah. Well, there's an element that they created that he talked about way before it was ever publicized, and he talked about this thing, and then it turned out to be true. He talked about these. There's these hand monitors that you would put your hand on this thing, and these metal lines would detect the distances in the bones of your fingers, the exact distances, and everyone is different. It's like a signature thing. And that they could find out if it was you or not you that was trying to go through. So the way they would scan people, like bioscan, would literally measure the bones in their fingers. And people said that was horseshit. We talked about this in the 1980s. People said it was horseshit. Then later on, turned out, no, they did have that in Los Alamos. They did have that in Area 51, and that this technology was very, very
advanced.
Very, not just very advanced, but it was not well known at all. Like very few people did. And this guy who was creator of this documentary, it was very difficult for them to get photos of this hand scanner. But this hand scanner did exist and existed exactly as this guy described it.
In the 80s, I mean, that's super progressive for that time.
There's also
even for
people
now.
that did approve his top secret clearance to get to this place. They know that he actually worked there. There's people that worked in the same Los Alamos lab with him. They tried to say he never worked there, but his name's on the manifest. It's very strange. It's like they've tried to erase parts of this guy's past because he filmed a bunch of their crafts as they were flying around. Like he knew what days. This is the thing. That thing right there, you put your hand on that, and it actually measures the distance of the size and length of of your bones.
That looks like something that's inside of an escape room in LA.
It does. It's hilarious. It's so true. But
Doesn't it?
I went into this documentary skeptical.
As you should.
Yeah, but I'm so done with all those things. But listen to this guy talk for a while. After a while, I was like, what if he's telling the truth? Like, what if he is actually telling the truth? Because if he's actually telling the truth, there is some part of the government that had access, at least in the 1980s, to alien technology.
I mean,
There
it
were
probably
spaceships.
is. There probably is some truth to that. Crazier things have happened. And also, like, just your mentality of believing him is probably the same thing that made Dr. Malachi Lovejoy Robinson III become successful.
A con artist?
Yeah. I mean, either this dude, there's validity to what he's saying in this documentary, which I can't wait to watch, or he's just really great at painting a picture. Some people are so good at convincing you
That's true.
of truths.
True.
There's, people with like borderline personality disorder and every sort of spectrum in between there. They become really good manipulators.
That is true. However, usually they do that in more than one avenue.
Absolutely.
And this guy's not doing that.
Yeah. So if
He's
it's just a documentary, then
Yeah, also hasn't varied his story. Like, I mean, he might have like changed the way he says things in terms of like the words he chooses, but the actual story is exactly the same as he was telling a long time ago.
is this a self-produced documentary or is
No.
there a production company
No,
involved?
production company
See, that's where
involved.
it's like, okay, there's probably some validity to this.
But this guy's been around for a long time. I remember reading about him and watching videos about him, 20 years ago.
I mean, don't you think you're somebody who you said, and I know this about you, you love space. You're obsessed with that, the idea of what we are in the solar system and beyond. Like, how impossible is it to think that there could be a creature that could breach our atmosphere with some advanced technology and be able to just sort of chill, scoot around, scoot, magoots, check us out and fucking peace out back up to wherever they're from.
I don't think that's how they would do it, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know exactly. They
I think that's what they do.
Yeah, they just kind of cruise around. They're looking at us.
Well, he had an interesting
little
analogy.
reconnaissance.
He said if you brought an atomic engine to these people that live in the Victorian era and said, hey, this is a nuclear power plant. Like, here, check this out. They would fuck with it. They'd wind up getting sick from radiation. They'd wind up dying. No one would understand what it was or how it worked. They would never figure it out.
Right.
He goes, why would we assume that this is only from that one time with this one device? Why would we assume that there'd be some other technology that maybe we'll create someday in the future? I'm paraphrasing him very
Yes,
poorly.
it's okay.
Or someone
You're a
else
scientist.
from another planet would create that we wouldn't understand at all. And he said that's what we were dealing with when we were trying to back engineer the propulsion systems that these things use. They use some gravity-based propulsion system. And it was something that would manipulate gravity in front. It's very, look, I'm too stupid to know the science of it. I don't know if he's like, if you were
You're
a scientist,
you're supposed to know these
Not
things.
yet. I have to get my degree.
Joseph
I need to get
Rogan.
a degree so I can call myself a doctor.
You should.
I just want to get an honorary one like Cosby had.
What? It's gone now. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it anymore. They
The
took that
honorary
shit
ones
back.
they take back.
Yeah, take them back. He can't keep those.
Yeah.
He can keep that.
Actually, I think he wrote an essay, and that's what he gave him his doctorate.
I
But that's
mean,
neither here nor there.
gross.
Probably got more than one doctorate.
I mean, I'm sure he did, and he didn't deserve them. But I think, there's got to be stuff out there.
100%.
100%.
But I like to say there's not. It's like, stop.
You think this is
Stop
just
dwelling
it?
No, I don't think it is. But it is entirely possible. I use that phrase too often.
And it's entirely possible.
Yeah.
You got to get a mashup of those.
Oh, it's already out there. Yeah. It's hilarious. 150,000 of them. We're the most advanced. That's
It is a
possible, too,
possibility.
because something has to be the most.
Absolutely. It has to be the least. We could also be on that part of the spectrum.
Sure.
Maybe we're the last to evolve.
It's 100% possible. Like if there's an infinite number of life forms out there, like if there's an infinite number of planets, there's an infinite number of Earth-like planets that can, have beings like us on it. Who's to say that we're not the most advanced? Maybe they're all like people from the 1820s.
Yeah, they're
They haven't
still
caught up to us yet.
chiseling shit. They're still doing,
I don't think the chisel.
stone and chisels. But I'm talking like old shit. They don't even have pens and papers yet.
Like the orangutan that's
Yep.
fishing with a spear.
Exactly. There's just a bunch of advanced orangutans that are like, putting hieroglyphics in caves.
It's possible.
It is very possible.
It's totally possible.
Because we're just basing it off of our own experience and
Right.
perception of what we have been exposed to. We have no
other-
idea.
The other really interesting scenario is that they're time travelers.
Whoa.
Is
That's
that
that's exciting to think
what they
about.
are is some being from the far distant future that understands that it could come back and observe us and see like where things went wrong, where things went right, but do so in a way that's as minimally intrusive as possible and occasionally interfere with things.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
So you're working there, and while you're working there, you're under this crazy schedule. Forgive me for explaining your story, but you would get these phone.
My bad, I was muted. What do y'all think? Aliens or no aliens? Yeah, I think they're just doing their research too, Def Jeff. They're just like, hey, zoom, zoom, zoom. What's up with these guys? What they got going on? And then, yeah, they just go on about their business. I know, Jen. I do that way too often. Aliens, faux show. All right, guys. So that is our Alien Live. I just wanted to go over these few videos. I thought it would be fun. Let's check to see what time. Let's see what the poll was for the fur baby meet and greet. Let's see what that was. Let's see. Community. All right, we're going to change it to Monday at 7 p.m. So keep an eye out for that. I'm going to switch it around on YouTube, so it will no longer be reflecting Sunday. It'll be telling Monday at 7 p.m. Okay? Thanks for being here, guys, and hanging out with me. Let me see, Greg. It ain't showing up right. I can't tell what it is, baby. All right, guys. I hope y'all have a good Saturday night. Yeah, be there, be square, bitches. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think there's no way we're the only ones here. We could be the aliens. Thank you, Mama. I just wanted to go over something different, new stuff coming out. Okay, so I will catch y'all on the flip side, and I send y'all good vibes, good energy. Sorry, I was reading something. I send y'all all the good love, good vibes, good energies. Have a good Saturday night. Now I will catch y'all on the flip side. Bye.
Trippy true crime and the drama that surrounds it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe.
All right, come on now. Let's see what Dolly's excuses are for canceling the event, even though I'm glad it's canceled.
Some of you are already tripping out. No, Dolly, no. Don't cancel the event, okay? Don't cancel the cookout. Guys, I got to cancel it. Look, one, the weather is going to be shit, okay? It may rain, it may not rain. And I got all these hating ass people, right?
How you going to say it? May rain, it may not rain, but the weather's going to be shit.
And I'm not out of trouble yet, legal trouble. So I don't want to go somewhere, put myself in a situation where you got people heckling me or you got people trying to harass me or any of those things. So I figure it's best for my freedom so I don't snap off on anybody or anything like that, because there's a bunch of shit that's always got to surround the Summer Wells stuff. So apparently there's people out there that's trying to keep Dolly away.
You knew that before you decided to do this. You knew the Summer Wells case is a circus. You knew that.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just at this point over it. I try to do something good for a good reason. And I'm just trying to jumping over hurdles to do it. Okay? Like I don't want to have to kiss ass and and all these things to try to do something for a decent reason. So
whose ass do you got to kiss? Listen, I'm glad you're not going down there no more. Because it seemed a little bit like a cookout and a meet and greet. You know what I'm saying?
Just saying F it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going down to Tennessee and getting myself locked up in jail because somebody said something stupid to me and I slapped the shit out of them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so this just tells me that you have no self-control. Maybe that's why you get in the shit you get into, Dolly. You need to realize that you are in control of yourself unless you're not. Is that what you're saying?
And Dolly can't take a whole bunch of that shit. Just can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't take all that.
And you said if somebody says something to you and you slap them, damn, you gonna slap somebody over words? The hell?
Crazy stuff, the Don Wells, the people around Don Wells, the whole fucking sideshow circus that it is. Yes, I rented the
which you knew it was beforehand.
$1 billion down there. Fuck that money. Okay? They can keep it.
Oh, fuck that money. You know what you could have did with that money? You could have rented a billboard and had them plaster Summer Wells on a billboard on a main highway coming in and out of Hawkins County. It ain't like you was going out there to do something calm and like maybe light some candles, release some balloons or some butterflies, say a prayer, pass out flyers. No, y'all was for real going down there to party. No matter what you say. Y'all was going to party, and that's that shit I can't get behind. I supported the calm shit you were going to try to do. Nah. A meet and greet?
Just upset about that. I know Tina is going down to Tennessee. There's still an event going on in Tennessee. Everything.
So Maria G just paid $700 for Tina to go to Tennessee to meet Dolly and for the Summer Wells events. And now she's still going to go just for the Summer Wells event. And I promise you, that's not what Tina cared about.
It's still going down the way it was planned. It's just Dolly ain't going to be there. Okay. So Tina can go to the event at Warriors Path. It ain't a waste of her trip. She said she wanted to go down there for Summer Wells anyway. And eventually Tina get a chance to meet Dolly if she really wants to meet Dolly and me and PJ anyway. So
Tina, he made sure to throw PJ in there. He just drew a line in the sand, girlfriend.
I don't want to put myself in a situation to where I could get myself in trouble, right? If I want to go to Tennessee to look for Summer Wells, I'll go to Tennessee when nobody knows I'm going to be in Tennessee, right? Or don't know my location.
That's the way you should do it.
Don't know that. It's too many weirdos on this internet, okay? There's too many weird, crazy people. There's too much shit. And, you know, I'm trying to do all this good shit, and the parents don't want to help out. They don't want to do shit. They got problems with people.
They said that from the beginning.
Being on Ben Hill Road when it's a public fucking street. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
They said they didn't want anybody on Ben Hill Road, period. And yeah, it's a public street, but man, respect their privacy, man. And they told you that from the beginning. So you've been knowing that. You just said, fuck what they want. And you was going to do it anyway.
I got to the point where, how many hoops am I going to jump through? Yeah, I'm over it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I cancel it. We'll have our gathering of the turtles this August here. Okay. And we're going to just have a rager at a campground.
That's what it was going to be at the Summer Wells event, a gathering of the turtles. Man, miss me with that bullshit.
But there's going to be a lot of people out there that Dolly don't probably see eye to eye with. Okay. And it don't take but one of them people to say a little bit of slick shit to me. And next thing you know, I'm locked up in Tennessee. Y'all.
Okay, so nobody can say slick shit to Dolly because he has no self-control. He can't keep his hands to himself. Cluck out of here.
You know how Dolly does. I ain't playing a bunch of shit with people. I'm too old for that little kid shit. That sideshow, freak show that Summer Wells has turned out to be. Yeah, you can have it. You can have it. You know what I'm saying? You can have that shit. Dolly ain't sweating. Dolly ain't worried about it. You know.
We know. Again, I'm glad you're not going, but I'm still gonna call out the bullshit coming out of your mouth.
I hope they find her soon, so I don't never have to step foot back in that fucking part of Tennessee ever again. To be dead honest.
There you go. I believe you right there. I believe you.
That's what I hope. Okay. I'm praying they find her today, tomorrow, the next, just something, so I never have to step foot back in Hawkins County, Rogersville, bumfuck nowhere, ever again. It's like, I don't know. It's a fucking freak show. It's a circus.
You know that.
I'll sell the cotton candy and shit, but I ain't taking part in the circus. I just said, nah, I'm bowing out. There's only 2 rings at the circus now. The 3rd ring bowed the fuck out. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing it. I don't want to end up getting myself in any trouble because you got stupid people doing stupid stuff. You never know who's going to damn show up. We got weirdos talking about showing up.
I haven't heard anybody say anything about showing up from the roach channels, quote unquote, right? Except for Savage mentioned that she could possibly have your ass served because she's going to know where you're going to be at. I mean, you told the whole fucking internet. I think that's what this is, because Savage just said that the other night, and then we just talked about it last night on Queens, and how Savage said she was going to have him served while he's at Warriors Park or whatever it's called. I think it's a little bit of the Dawn and Candace shenanigans going on, but I think it's more so about Savage's processor.
It's got a bunch of stupid shit going on, and I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to do a good thing for a kid. I'm still going to do something for Summer Wells that day. Okay, I'm still going to release the balloons. I'm still going to do all that stuff.
Good. Have a little prayer vigil outside your house or something. Go to a park that's local to you. Have a prayer vigil. Pass out some flyers. I mean, release your balloons. I think that's a great idea.
Just be virtually with you guys here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting caught up with any of those fucking clowns down there in Tennessee.
And see, that's why I think it's more about Savage's processor, because he's been knowing the people that are supposedly going down there. He's been knowing the groups that we're going to be having events down there. And then suddenly it's like, oh no, I don't want to go down there and cluck and mess around with, you know, the circus and people showing up. It's just my opinion. It's my opinion. Allegedly, I think it's because Savage was going to have his ass served.
Reason whatsoever. I sat down and thought about it last night. I was like, yeah, this ain't happening.
Yeah, it ain't worth it, because what you going to do at a park? You cannot answer your door at home. What you going to do at the park? You going to run? You going to run and jump in a lake? Swim away to the other side? It's not worth it, huh?
I'm not giving people opportunity to come and harass me in an open space like that. I'd rather have my stuff under my circumstances. To where when I'm like, yo, kill your fucking ass, and you ain't, you know, that type of thing. I know some people it sucks for it, and then some of you guys.
Girl, I'm not even supposed to be on this stream anymore. Thank you, Jen, coming in hot. $20 bill made me holla, honey boo boo. Y'all want to see George twerk? Let's watch him twerk that ass. Thank you, Jen. All right, back to the video.
Guys are really looking forward to meeting Dolly, and that's perfectly fine. You'll get a chance one day to meet me, okay?
I thought it wasn't a meet and greet, bruh. What? Did he just cluck and say that? I thought it wasn't a meet and greet, bruh. And here comes PJ. This was never a Meet Dolly event. Yes, the fuck it was. He just said that. Summer Moon, Utah Wells is what the day is about, y'all. Dolly not coming sucks, but was never the main event. Yes, the fuck it was.
It was about that little girl anyway, to me. And with all this fuck shit going on, people have made it about.
It might have been about Summer Wells to Dolly, but it was not about Summer Wells to the Turtles. The Turtles was wanting to meet their Turtle King. That's pathetic, man. I'm sorry. That's just so pathetic. Y'all, what? The Turtles wasn't coming down there for Summer Wells. They was coming to meet Turtle King. The fuck?
Other things, they can have it. Okay, you can have it. Dolly ain't forced to do nothing. They ain't got to do nothing. They ain't got to try. I don't got to do any of that. I did that. I was doing that because out of the kindness of my heart. Fuck that place and fuck all the weirdos. All right, every last weirdo that's doing weirdo shit, fuck your face. Okay.
Weirdo shit, aka serving his bitch ass.
I think me being there may cause drama or a scene or something of that nature because of other people.
No
and
shit.
I'd rather not go to jail, and I'd rather not do that to the other people putting things on out there because it wouldn't be on my end. But
I can respect that part. You not wanting your presence to disturb the other people's events. I can get that part. I can get behind that.
How stupid people are, you know. And I have zero tolerance. I don't put up with a bunch of shit. You know, we can't really control who's at a park. Okay.
He don't want that process server. He doesn't want that process server being able to come to the event.
Anybody could be at a park, which leaves a lot of fucking weirdos that like to harass Dolly. Okay, don't really want to go to jail, and I don't really want to have to slap shit out of nobody.
Lack of self-control, bruh. What? Why do you feel like you need to put your hands on folks? The only way I would put my hands on folks, no matter how mad I get, was if they put their hands on me first. Like, why do you feel like, what? I'm so confused. No self-control. No self-control, no accountability. Come on, man.
So, to avoid that, we cancel it. You guys,
I'm glad for that. I'm glad. If you can't have self-control and carry yourself like a proper human being with some sort of moral compass, then your ass needed to cancel it. And I'm glad you did.
if you're going to be in Tennessee that day and you was hoping to meet Dolly, hit me up. You never know where I'll be. Okay.
What? He just said he wasn't going, but now he's saying he might be going. Or he might be in the area.
But what I'm saying is this. I ain't doing Tennessee shit. Okay. I'm not giving people the opportunity to like make me lose my cool. Okay. Because they're stupid. And one, I'm still not out of legal trouble yet. Once I'm out of legal trouble, it'd be a different scenario. But right now, I don't think it's a smart move. So, and you see how that went. They were sending fucking clowns down there. They were sending people there. It's weird when, you know, these weird haters know where you're at and your locations and your things like this. We're going to do our stuff. We're just going to do it where they can't fuck it up. Okay? I already know the location, everything of what we're going to do to gather another turtles. I can tell you now, it's in the end of August. So in August, you guys get ready to take a trip to Virginia Beach. All right? For the weekend. We're going to do it every weekend. We're going to do it at this really nice spot, swimming pools, nice shit, right? We're going to have us a little get-together party action. I want now. Drinking, keg, I mean the whole shit. It's some food, the whole nine. All right?
Good. Do a video of you doing a keg stand. I want to see it. Let's see it. You can do it. You're tiny. I'm sure 2 or 3 of the older women there can pick you up and hold you upside down.
So they may have hindered the craziness there, but I got an area that you come fucking with us, you go to jail, you won't be able to come up there, blah, blah, blah.
I'm envious because my fat ass could never do a keg stand.
Turtles only, you know what I'm saying? And it'll be a lot better. I'm trying to do these things and Don won't, they don't want nothing to do with it. They don't want nothing to do with any of it. They don't want
They said that from the beginning.
Nobody up on the hill, the road, their weirdo ass friends are talking about putting fucking nails and stuff in the road. Just weird shit, right? I'm thinking my truck tires are $500 a piece. You'll get me put in jail over some shit like that. You know? And you say something to me?
No. You'll get yourself put in jail for some shit like that. Because if you're hearing that they're going to put nails and shit in the road, just stay away from Ben Hill Road. You don't have to go there. You can stay at the park. Like, that's not an excuse. Just don't go to Ben Hill Road. If that's really what you're worried about.
Next thing you know, I'm sitting in that damn little Andy Griffin fucking jail in Hawkins County. Feeling like Don Wells sitting there staring at the same brick wall, got me in a cell by myself because they think I'm some fucking celebrity or something.
Nah, you ain't no celebrity, bro. But your turtles feel like you are. And that's what was going to make it a meet and greet.
I mean, I got to weigh it out. Little Summer Wells touches my heart. All right. Is it worth my freedom? That is the question I got to ask myself. Is it worth my freedom? These people on the internet are crazy, harassing, and it ain't even just that. It's a little bit of that, but it's a lot to do with how Don and Candace act. It just pisses me off.
And see, that don't make no sense. He's using that as an excuse. He's using a bunch of excuses right now. But Don and Candace can't be pissing you off, homeboy. You knew they didn't want no parts of it. You knew that.
Well, these people don't want to do shit for their own kid. I went out the circus. I went completely out the fucking circus. That's why I stopped talking to Don, and that's why I stopped talking to Candace after he came up here pissing and acting like he didn't have no home training like a fucking savage. I was done. I was done at that point.
And up until this point, you've been talking about how Don and Candace are such good people and how they could have something to do with their child's disappearance. But when you meet them in person, they just seem so kind and so down to earth. Like, come on, man. You are all over the place.
Bills, I'm just waiting for the day that somebody comes and locks their ass up. You know, it's a shame. It is absolutely a shame.
Now you're mad as hell at them because you fake mad. You fake mad right now. You fake mad so that you can use Don and Candace as an excuse to not go. Call it how I see it, homie.
And it wasn't just the hate channels that made me make that decision. It's a little bit of all of it.
No, it shouldn't have been the hate channels that made you make that decision, because hate channels, we've been talking shit about it because it was a whole cookout meet and greet. But outside of that, ain't nobody even fucking talked about coming down there or making trouble for you, considering it is Summer's Day.
It's just a little bit of all of it. Don and Candace not giving them two shits about any of it. You know what I'm saying?
Fake.
No, I'm still going to do what I'm going to do here virtually. I still got the balloons. I still got the doves. We'll write the summer stuff on them. We're still going to release them. It don't matter where I let it.
Yeah, you should pass out some flyers while you're out there.
And balloons up at. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say I wasn't going to be in Tennessee. I just said I ain't going to that vigil. I mean, I ain't going to the events that are over
Oh my God, now he's back there. I didn't say I wasn't going to Tennessee. I'm just not going to the events.
there. And I'm not going to be there in that part of Tennessee. Okay? People are crazy. And you never know what people are plotting and scheming.
You saying the internet people are crazy and you don't know what people are plotting and scheming, but you're the one saying that you going to slap somebody for saying something you don't like. Self-control, my man.
And
if you work on that self-control, you ain't got to worry about shit like that.
Get that opportunity with Dolly. You just want, I can't give them people that opportunity. You see, when they got the opportunity in Georgia, what happened? I went to jail. Right? And that's what they want.
Oh, so everybody else is the reason you went to jail in Georgia, not because you got your ass out from under that tent 30 yards, 50 yards away from where that Jersey woman was. You got up and walked your ass over there and yanked that bullhorn from that woman and then walked back and sat back under the tent for a second. So how did was there somebody puppeteering and made your ass stand up and walk over there and do that and then come back and sit your ass back down? Did somebody make that happen, or did you make that happen? Accountability, man.
What? They want to set me off and things like that, make me mad, angry. You ain't gonna make me mad. Pay me fucking $300, $400 in gas, another $500 in food. I mean,
$300 or $400 in gas, $500 in food. You could get like 3 billboards rented going out of the state, north and south. You know what I'm saying? From Tennessee, from Hawkins, Tennessee. Just think about that. Let that sit in. Let that settle. All this money. Think about Maria G's almost $800 to send Paper Cut Tina down there. That could have been another billboard. Like, come on, man.
They can have the circus. If you just tuned in, all right, I decided to cancel the cookout in Tennessee, okay? But the shit that was going to go down in Tennessee, I'm canceling. The shit on Ben Hill Road, canceling. Cookout, canceling. Dolly, Hawkinsville, canceling, okay? Dolly ain't getting up out of his fucking chair.
Well, there you have it. Dolly just said he ain't getting out of that fucking chair. But just a minute ago, he said he could be around Tennessee. You just never know, right? And now he's saying he ain't going nowhere. He's sitting his ass in the chair. Dude, you contradict yourself constantly. You're full of shit. You've been lying. Come on, man. Stop with the bullshit. I'm glad you're not going down there because you wasn't doing a settled, calm event like the other groups are doing. You were doing a fucking cookout, a meet and greet. It is what it is. And that's what sucked about it. But even then, nobody talking about sending anybody down there, because it is still for Summer's Day, right? Whether we agree with it or not, the events that y'all are having is in the name of summer. So we were not gonna send anybody down there. That's stupid. So that's just an excuse. You've known Don and Candace didn't want nothing going on down on Ben Hill Road. You knew that before today. So you're full of shit. That's another excuse. And you're talking about weird people showing up. That's that processor you want to avoid. I get that, man. But if you wasn't fucking around, you wouldn't be finding out. Okay? Now go spend that money on some billboards or something. Because everybody sees billboards on highways. Go spend the money on something that could help. Maybe somebody who doesn't know about this child, if they'd seen her and then seen the billboard, they'd be like, oh my God, I know where this child is. That's very possible. Go get a fucking billboard, man. Tina, refund your money. Maria, buy a fucking billboard, man. Y'all gotta do better than that.
Thanks. Thanks for watching, y'all. I'll catch you on the flip side.